Thanks for joining us. The United States is facing a growing crisis that could affect millions of people across the nation. As the government shutdown continues, critical federal programs, including food assistance, are now hanging by a thread. In the middle of political gridlock in Washington, the most vulnerable Americans are bracing for impact. If lawmakers fail to reach an agreement soon, millions of families who rely on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, known as SNAP, could lose their benefits within days. This isn't just about politics. It's about food on the table. It's about children, single parents, and elderly citizens who depend on these programs to survive. Grocery prices are already high. Rent is rising. And for many, this shutdown could push them over the edge. Across the country, food banks are reporting an alarming increase in visitors. Many charities say they're already running out of supplies. Volunteers describe scenes of desperation, long lines, anxious faces, and parents asking how they'll feed their kids if government support stops. The shutdown began when lawmakers failed to pass a budget deal before the deadline. Now, more than 800,000 federal employees are either furloughed or working without pay. Essential services, like the Department of Agriculture and the Food and Nutrition Service, are running out of funds fast. For now, the White House says it's doing everything possible to prevent a complete shutdown of aid, but each day that passes brings the country closer to what experts call a humanitarian emergency. If SNAP funds run out, more than 40 million Americans could face food insecurity. Economists warn that the ripple effects will hit the economy hard. Grocery stores that depend on SNAP spending could lose billions of dollars. Local businesses in small towns could struggle as consumers tighten their budgets. And if the situation continues, even housing programs and medical aid could be delayed or frozen. Meanwhile, Washington is locked in a bitter political standoff. Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other for the stalemate, accusing their opponents of using the American people as leverage. Political analysts say this shutdown has exposed just how deeply divided Congress has become. While politicians argue real people are paying the price. Mothers waiting in line at food banks. Veterans struggling to afford their next meal. Children going to school hungry. These are the silent victims of a government shutdown that shows no sign of ending soon. The longer this continues, the more severe the consequences will be. Hospitals relying on federal funds could face staff shortages. Rural communities may lose access to public services. And the overall confidence in government institutions continues to erode. Public frustration is growing. Social media is filled with messages from citizens demanding action. The hashtag #InTheShutdown shutdown is trending across platforms, with thousands of Americans sharing their stories of how the crisis is affecting them personally. Experts say even if a deal is reached soon, the damage is already done. Restarting frozen programs will take time, paperwork, and additional funding. And if this pattern of shutdowns continues, trust in the government may never fully recover. At its core, this is a story about leadership, responsibility, and the lives of millions of people caught in the crossfire of political power struggles. It's not just about numbers or policies, it's about families, dignity, and survival. For now, America waits. Will lawmakers find a way to reopen the government before more damage is done? Or will this shutdown become one of the darkest moments in modern U.S. history? Only time will tell. Until then, the clock keeps ticking, the shelves keep emptying, and millions of Americans continue to wonder what tomorrow will bring.